Hello, thanks for joining us again on the channel. I've been wanting to talk about this for ages, and now that a friend finally got one, we can dive into his experience. Quick note before we begin, there's a discount link in the description and the top comment if you want to check it out. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details. Let's begin by examining the insights provided by our first reviewer.
This reviewer found their initial experience with this Wi-Fi 6 router to be very positive, recommending it as a secure, general-purpose device that's incredibly simple to set up. As an existing subscriber to the companion VPN service, our reviewer saw this router as a perfect fit for their home network needs. The primary motivations for the upgrade were to move to the more secure WPA3 standard and to provide VPN coverage for household devices that couldn't run the software on their own. The setup process was a standout feature, with this client describing it as the easiest they've ever encountered, taking just a few minutes from start to finish. Another major convenience is having the VPN software run directly on the router, which eliminates the need to constantly update the application on every individual computer and phone. Performance-wise, our reviewer, who is not a serious gamer, found that while the built-in VPN adds a little latency, it has a minimal impact on overall throughput. A key benefit is that it offloads the encryption work from individual devices, freeing up their processing power for other tasks. While this router lacks some bells and whistles like a dedicated guest network, parental controls, or USB port, our reviewer felt these omissions were reasonable for a device focused purely on security. It still provides 4 Ethernet ports, which is plenty for most modern homes. The main criticism highlighted was a conflict that occurs when a device connected to the router is also running the same VPN software locally. Our reviewer wishes there was a better system to manage this, perhaps allowing the router's connection to take precedence automatically. Despite this minor issue, they were impressed by the router's remarkably quick boot time, which speaks to its powerful processor and efficient software.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer found this router to be an intriguing device, designed for anyone looking to bring VPN-level security to their entire home network. For our reviewer, the standout feature and biggest selling point was its ability to protect all the smart home gadgets and other devices that can't run VPN software on their own. Peace of mind that comes from knowing everything from a smart camera to game console is automatically secured was a huge plus and really the main reason to get a device like this. In terms of performance, the connection felt solid and fast, even outperforming other standalone VPN services this client had previously used. The signal range was perfectly adequate for their apartment, though they suspect a larger house might need an extender. However, the experience wasn't entirely smooth. The initial setup proved to be a real headache, taking nearly an hour with multiple restarts and troubleshooting steps just to get it running. Once it was configured, the management app felt almost too simple. While key security features are automated in the background, more experienced users might feel a bit lost without the familiar settings and controls they're used to seeing. This simplicity led to some real frustration, particularly when trying to find a way to set up split tunneling for websites that rely on geolocation. Our reviewer found this critical feature to be either missing or impossible to locate. A final major annoyance was having to constantly disable other privacy settings on their phone just to access the router's controls. Ultimately, while this router nails its core mission, the frustrating setup and lack of clear guidance on advanced features keep it from being the perfect plug-and-play solution it aims to be.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer, admittedly not the most tech-savvy person, had always been intimidated by the whole VPN thing. The idea of virtual networks seemed complex and overwhelming. However, with increasing concerns about online security, our reviewer knew it was time to take the plunge and learn more. Fortunately, they stumbled upon this VPN service, which was reputed to be incredibly user-friendly, despite being a bit pricier than other options. Initially hesitant, this client contacted the service's live chat, bracing for a frustrating encounter with a chatbot and the potential embarrassment of asking basic questions. To their surprise, they connected with a support agent named Jesse, or something similar. Jesse was exceptionally patient, non-judgmental, and provided clear and helpful answers to all questions, even offering insights that our reviewer hadn't considered. Impressed by the genuine assistance, they even asked if they were talking to a bot, only to be reassured that the entire support team consisted of real people available around the clock. This positive interaction gave our reviewer the confidence to explore further. Jesse mentioned this router, which came pre-configured with the VPN software. The thought of avoiding manual firmware flashing and updates was incredibly appealing. For a reasonable price, this client could replace their ancient router with something that offered potentially better coverage and performance, plus integrated VPN protection. The device arrived quickly, and setting it up was surprisingly straightforward. After a brief moment of confusion, this client realized they needed to log in using the IP address printed on the device. From there, the setup process was quick and easy. Within minutes, they were back online and able to configure the router settings. After a short while, the reviewer had the VPN running on all their devices. It's only been a few days, but this client has been extremely impressed by the simplicity and ease of use.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. See you next time.